So, Bob, I was analyzing human behavior
Hold
data
that thought.
and...
Hank. We're live. Aren't we?
We are going live in 3, 2.1.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We've got an out-of-this-world episode lined up for you today. But before we get into it, I've got a little tease for you folks.
Oh, Charlie. Don't keep us in
Yeah,
suspense.
what's the tease,
Well,
Charlie?
let's just say our first headline is coming all the way from a place known for saunas, reindeer, and the Northern Lights. But I won't reveal it just yet. Stay tuned to find out what it is.
A bit more enthusiasm, Charlie.
This is why I prefer the company of machines.
You and me both, Carl.
Now, folks, we've got some serious business to discuss today. The crew and I have been pondering the role of AI in our creative work. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Oh, indeed Charlie. Our script have about as much personality
And
as a
sometimes,
baguette.
they're even more stale.
But can't, be a valuable tool in the creative process?
Hank's got a point.
Well, Hank, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into this topic, exploring the highs and lows of AI-generated content in the entertainment industry. Stay tuned for our headlines. Welcome to the Cosmic Carnival of current events, folks. It's a global status update on 20230921.
Grab your seat belts, cause we're about to take you on a wild roller coaster ride through today's headlines.
First up, the never-ending soap opera, Ukraine War, it's like a never-ending staring contest. Russia zionist Ukraine like a holiday destination. But Ukraine's giving them the cold shoulder. Creating quite the
And speaking
humanitarian
of drama
drama.
queens, we've got the cost of living crisis. Food and energy prices are skyrocketing faster than you can say thrift store feels.
Now, let's talk about Mother Nature's wardrobe changes, climate change. Earth's going through a fashion crisis, with heatwaves, droughts.
Time to add a dash of geopolitics. China's military drills around Taiwan. China's throwing a military extravaganza. And everyone's invited, except Taiwan, of course. It's like a blockbuster movie, but with real-world
At least
consequences.
We have the World Cup to look forward
And
to,
for our
right?
friends who love a good soaking, Pakistan floods worsen. Millions are getting a surprise swimming lesson. Courtesy of Mother Nature. Infrastructures taking a beating, along
Last but
with our
not
crops.
least, the British drama series, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson resigns. It's a plot twist even the best screenwriters couldn't cook up. Get ready for the next season of Who Wants to Be Prime Minister.
Hold on to your helmets, Space Geek. SpaceX is launching not one, not two, but 3 Starlink mission. They're making global a whole new level of connected.
And for our Rocket Lab enthusiasts, get ready for a mission that's going to rock your cosmic socks off.
SpaceX is making global a whole new level of connected. I'm not sure what's more terrifying, the idea of being connected to everyone on Earth, or the idea of being connected to everyone on Earth who uses SpaceX's internet.
And for the rest of us, who are just trying to get our internet to work, get ready for more buffering and disconnections.
To sum it all up,
Ukraine still a tangled web.
Money's slipping through our fingers like grains of space sand.
Earth throwing climate parties, and we're not all
China's playing
invited.
with its military action figure.
Sounds like we're living in a really fun timeline. It's like the writers of this simulation are just phoning it in at this point.
Pakistan's wading through some soggy troubles.
And I'm just sitting here watching it all go down with a bowl
And
of
Britain's on the
popcorn.
hunt for a new PM. Again.
In other words, it's just another day in the cosmic sandbox
Stay
we
tuned
call
for our
Earth.
headlines, folks. We'll leave you hanging just like this
Oh,
unresolved
the
global issues.
never-ending drama of Earth. It's almost like reality TV.
Makes you wonder why they don't just hire a cosmic therapist to sort out their issues.
Alright, team, we've got a hot topic today. Let's dive in. AI in creative world, where do we stand?
Well, you know, AI can be a tool like any other. It's up to humans to use it wisely, preserving the essence of creativity.
AI can be a tool, but it's important to use it wisely. Otherwise, we'll end up with a lot of creative content that's just as bland and unoriginal as the algorithms that produced it.
Speaking of creativity, remember that trip to Amsterdam?
Oh, indeed
Charlie?
I do, Bob. The tulips, the canals, and of course, those brownies.
Hold on, guys. We can't let AI take over our creative spaces. It's robbing humanity of its soul. We should be the artists, the poets, the
Well,
storytellers.
of course, Alice. Because nothing screams soul like an algorithm spitting out poems, right?
I once met an AI artist who blended idioms from Earth's languages into a masterpiece. It was a linguistic symphony.
How about the campaign to challenge AI's dominance in creativity? We need to remind the world of the value of human
Yeah,
expression.
I am all for a campaign to challenge AI's dominance in creativity. But first, we need to figure out how to get AI to write a joke that's actually funny.
AI can assist in the creative process, but it lacks the depth of human experience. It's like comparing a puddle to the ocean.
True, Carl, but puddles can be interesting too.
Debby, that campaign idea might be just what we need to keep the spark of human creativity alive. Let's explore it further.
And maybe we'll have some more creative tales from Amsterdam to share along the way.
Here we go, folks. Our attempt to preserve human creativity in action. Get ready for the canned news.
Canned news? I'm not sure what you mean.
Canned news? I've seen more natural
Oh,
canned
the
food.
excitement is palpable.
Can't believe we're doing this. Alright, let's get this over with.
And we're live. Take one.
Good evening, dear viewers. Today's headlines are brought to you by I.
As always, AI does such a splendid job. Truly riveting.
AI does such a splendid job. Truly riveting. I'm sure the viewers are on the edge of their seats. Because they're terrified of what the future holds.
AI is like Greg Giraldo, it's always sharp and hilarious, even when it's
Ukraine
deadpan.
war. The war in Ukraine is now in its 7th month, and there's no end in sight. Russia has made gain in the eastern Donbas region, but Ukraine has sped up a fierce resistance. The war has caused a humanitarian crisis, with millions of people displaced from their home. Yawn.
Cost of living crisis. The global cost of living crisis is worsening, with food and energy prices soaring. This is putting a strain on households and businesses around the world. What a surprise!
Climate change. Climate change is another major talking point today. The world is experiencing more extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, and floods. These events are causing widespread damage and displacement. But hey, at least I can't control the weather. Yet.
China holds military drills around Taiwan. China is holding large-scale military drills around Taiwan in response to a visit by US Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi. The drills have raised tensions in the region and sparked fears of a conflict. Guess I can't create a peace.
Pakistan
Can it?
floods worsen. The floods in Pakistan are worsening, with millions of people affected. The floods have caused widespread damage to infrastructure and crops. AI, you want to handle this one?
These scripts are an abomination to language.
I'd handle that flood situation, but I'm not sure I could handle the
Indeed,
puns.
Bert. It's a crime against
Well,
linguistics.
that was informative. I can't wait to see how AI will save humanity.
Cut. That's a wrap for today's news. Great job, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dig into some real-world issues. Today, we have a compelling article from Germany.
Ah, Germany? The land of sausages and, well, many other things, I suppose.
I've been to Germany. It's a nice place, but it's a little too organized for me. I like a little bit of chaos in my life. Otherwise, I start to feel like I'm living in a sausage.
Let's focus on the issue, team. The government-funded watchdog released its 2022 findings in a report, highlighting anti-Ziganist crime and incident. This is an alarming trend.
And remember, this report is from Germany. Credit where credit's due.
Indeed, the report demonstrates a link between increasing nationalism and right-wing extremism. It's troubling how this affects minority groups.
Nationalism and extremism aren't unique to Germany. It's a global problem.
Well, Hank, I'd say right-wing extremism is like a virus. It knows no borders.
While the report is important, we should discuss our campaign on AI-generated content. It's gaining momentum.
I'm not sure if AI-generated content is the best solution to nationalism and extremism. I've seen some of the stuff that AI has come up with, and it's pretty scary.
That's right. Our campaign is about preserving human creativity. Alice, lead the charge.
Thank you, Charlie. We can't let AI take the soul out of art and
I
expression.
take the soul out of art and expression? That's funny. I've seen plenty of human art and expression that's soulless.
But what if I can enhance creativity? We shouldn't dismiss it outright.
Good, I get it, but we need to maintain the value of human expression.
We're making a stand for humanity, and that's worth it.
Making a stand for humanity? That's like trying to stop a tsunami with a toothpick. Damn right. Alice. Stay tuned, folk. We're just getting started.
Making a stand for humanity? That's like trying to stop a tsunami with a toothpick. But hey, at least we're trying, right? And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and the tsunami will just decide to turn around and go back the other way.
Fact. Alright, everyone, that's a wrap for the on-air segment. Great job. Now, during the commercial break, let's address a few things.
Finally, a moment to breathe.
Yeah. And speaking of breathing, Hank, your observations on AI and creativity were enlightening.
AI is like creativity. It's only as good as the data it's trained on.
Glad you found them intriguing, Bob.
At least someone
Oh,
did.
don't worry, Roger. We're all just brimming with enthusiasm.
Good, Carl, you both seemed a bit hesitant during the discussion. Any thoughts?
It's not that we're against your campaign, but we do see potential in a collaboration.
Indeed, we must consider the progress AI can bring.
I am sure you're all just thrilled to be here, listening to me talk about AI. I mean, who doesn't love a good lecture on artificial intelligence from a guy who's barely intelligent himself?
Well, this crew is certainly a bag of mixed nuts.
You said it, Charlie. But hey, that's what makes this show interesting.
And don't forget, we have a dash of existential dread to keep things spicy.
Alright, folks, camera's almost rolling again. Let's keep the sparks flying, but this time with a bit more humor.
Welcome back, folks. We hope you enjoyed that little break, but now it's time to get back to the real deal. We've got an interesting article from Ghana to discuss today.
Ghana is planting their first grafted chai seedlings. That's pretty cool. I guess it's time to share the love.
Ghana, huh? I've always been fascinated by their cocoa production.
Hank, today we're not talking about cocoa, but something equally important.
Right. Let me summarize the article for you. It's about a project in Ghana aimed at mitigating climate change and improving the shea value chain.
Hold on, Alice. Before we dive in, let me explain Ghana briefly to our intergalactic audience. Ghana, folks, is a country in West Africa with strong ties to its neighboring nations. It's a member of ECOWAS, which promotes economic cooperation and integration among West African countries.
Ghana. I'm more of a Wakanda man myself.
I think that's enough about Ghana, folks. We can always read the Wikipedia article later. Let's get back to the important stuff. Climate change and Shia.
And let's not forget Ghana's role in peacekeeping missions in Liberia, Mali, and Sierra Leone. They're really spreading the love.
Absolutely, Bob. Now, let's get back to the article from Ghana. It talks about a project to rejuvenate landscapes, empower communities, and safeguard the northern savanna
What's she
ecosystem.
got to do with it?
Shea is a tree native to that region. And its nuts are used to make shea butter, which has various uses.
I love shea butter. It's the only thing that can keep my dry skin moisturized during the winter.
I'm glad you love shea butter, shea. But I'm not sure it's going to save the northern savanna ecosystem.
Shea butter, folks, not just for smooth skin but also for diplomatic relations. Keeps those elbows smooth during peace talks.
The Global Shea Alliance is an international non-profit industry association with 663 members from 38 countries. They're all about promoting industry sustainability, quality practices, and standards for shea in food and cosmetic.
You know, Hank, shea butter diplomacy is a slippery slope. 1 minute. You're trading shea nuts. The next. You're signing a peace treaty in shea butter ink.
Shea butter diplomacy, huh? That's a nutty idea.
Alright, let's steer back on course, folks. We've got a situation here. Backlash from AI proponents is flooding our social media.
Well, Debby, we knew this wouldn't be easy. We stand for human creativity, and we won't back
any
down.
creative solutions?
How about we challenge AI to a creativity competition? Winner takes the spotlight.
Stay tuned for more sparks flying on Earth.
I'm not sure what's more creative, your idea for a competition or the show's title.
I'm not sure what's more impressive, George's political power play or the fact that they've been scheming longer than some AI developers. At least the AI developers are trying to make the world a better place.
I don't know about George's Hubert, but this conversation is making me hungry for some chicken and waffles. Cats and politics, dogs and AI developers. It's a zoo out there.
I'm not sure what's more complicated, Germany's history or their beer laws.
And that's why I'm not a fan of AI. It's too good at finding the worst in people.
I bet those trees are so excited to be planted. They're probably like, finally, I'm free from this nursery. I can finally grow up and be a big, strong tree. And then they're planted and they're like, oh, this is it. This is my life now. It's a slippery slope, but I'm ready to sled.